When we're multiplying it, I needed to see how many times I'm going to multiply that 47. Okay? To check my work, I need to multiply my quotient, 28, times my divisor. 7 times 8 equals 56. I regroup my 5. I'm putting a plus sign to remind me that I have to add it. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 5 equals 19. And I'm done with my ones. And I put a 0 here to know that I can't put any numbers there. I'm done with my ones. You see where my 4 is? It's in the tens place. That's where I'm starting next. Right there. 4 times 8, so I need to start again. 4 times 8 equals 32. I'm crossing out that one and adding my new regroup. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm going to bring it straight out because then it's actually 40 times 20 plus 3. So now I'm going to add this. 6 plus 0 equals 6. 9 plus 2 is 11. 1, 2, 3. And my 1. But what did I have left over? 37. So I have to add in my 37. 7 plus 6 equals 13. 3, 4, 5. 3 and 1. Does my product equal my dividend? Then my answer is correct, and there you go. But what we were looking for is what was left over, and the answer is 37. Okay, let's move over to number 13. And again, if you have any questions, pause it, replay it so that you can get a better idea. This is why it's really important. You should be studying your multiplication facts. You have to have all of those. Lots of you should have had that down as your learning goal, to have it done by at least your 2 sets. So whichever ones you're struggling on, to have them done in 2 weeks, another 2 groups, and another 2 weeks. You have to have them memorized and know and learn them. Okay, number 13. Number 13, we said that the answer was going to be, I gave you the answer in class, and you need to figure out how you got the answer 40. So Tamara has a rubber band ball made of 3,241 rubber bands. How many complete smaller band balls can she make if each small band is made up of 80 bands? Okay, there we go. So we need it to say, and she says complete smaller rubber band balls. That means that it has to be whole. It can't have any rubber bands left over. We're just looking at how many. So let's come over here. I know that I need to divide. So I'm taking I have 3,241. I need to take this number apart, which is my dividend, because I'm going to be dividing it up. And I'm going to take my 80, which is my divisor. And I need to find my quotient. I'm going to put Q for quotient. This time I'm going to do the area model. Okay. Put my multiplication and groups of. 80, can it go into 3? No, it's too small. Remember, the number that you need to have here to let you know is at least one group of 80. So it has to be 80 or above. So there's no groups. So now this is 0 times 80 equals 0. Subtract it out, that's 3. That becomes a 32. Still, I cannot even put one group of 80, so it's going to be 0. 0 times 80 equals 0. Subtract it out, that's 32. Bring up my 32. Now I have 324. Well, I definitely can get at least one group of 80 in, but I think I can get more groups of it. So I'm going to start off with 5. 80 times 5. 5 times 0 equals 0. 5 times 8 equals 40. Well, that's 400. That's way too big. And remember we said that our answer was going to start with a 4. So now let's go with 80 times 4. 4 times 0 equals 0. 4 times 8 equals 32. Well, look at that. It's close enough. We missed it by 4, so that's good. So I have 4 groups of 80, and it comes up to 320. I subtract that out, and I have 4 remaining. Bring up this. Okay, I can't even get one group of 80 in, because I have to have at least 80. So this is 0. 0 times 80 equals 0. Subtract that out. Leaves me with 41. This last box, this is my remainder, and I'm labeling it so I know. This is my quotient. Okay, and this was my dividend, which is right there. So how many equal groups will I end up having? 40 equal groups. I can make 40 complete smaller rubber band balls. Okay, there you go. Any questions on that? So it's not difficult, but you have to keep practicing to get the rhythm and understanding place value. You cannot forget about place value, and you need to know your multiplication. If you're still struggling with it, get your agenda book out, your journal. It has a multiplication chart behind it. Use it until you are 100% at mastery level on multiplying. Let's look at the next one on 15. I gave you the answer to this one. Said that the answer was 69. And how did you know it was 69? Well, let's read. A baker has 834 fluid ounces of muffin batter. Ooh, I wonder if it's banana batter, muffin batter, or blueberry muffin batter. Each muffin needs 12 fluid ounces of batter. So how many muffins can the baker make? Sounds like a division problem to me. I have a total amount. I need to divide it up into smaller pieces. And I'm going to divide it into, with each one will have 12. How many can I get out of it? So I'm coming over here. This is going to be number 15. I still have some room. So I have 12 fluid ounces. This is 8, 3, 4. I'm going to do my area model. Oops, made it too short. Yikes. Okay, that's going to be confusing, so I'm going to start over. So on my 12, sorry about that. See, it's going to be looking like the long division. 8, 3, and I'm spreading them out, 4. This I can keep next to it. This will be next to it, and this will be next to it. That way I have space if I need it. Okay, my multiplication sign here, I have groups of going to 8. Remember, I have to have at least one group of 12 to get 12. So, can one group of 12 go into 8? Nope. So it's 0 times 12 equals 0. Subtract it out. That brings down your 8. 8 minus 0 equals 8. So I'm going to bring my 8 up here. Alright, can we fit at least one group of 12 in here? Yes, look at that. But let's keep going. I'm going to start off with 5. So I know that 12 times 5 equals 60, because it's part of my multiplication chart. So let's go with 6. 12 times 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. Carry my 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Looks like it's probably the closest I can get, but let's double check. 12 times 7, 14. Carry my 1. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 1 is 8. Look, this is too big. So how many groups of 12 can I put into 83? 6 groups. Very good. And I already figured out that 6 times 12 equals 72. With division, we do repeated subtraction. So 3 minus 2 equals 1. 8 minus 7 equals 1. It's still less than 12. Can't put any groups of 12 in there. So I'm going to bring this up. So I can keep going, right? Because 12 times 7 equals 84. So let's do the next one. I'm going to put it up here. 12 times 8. 12 times 8 equals 16. Carry my 1. 8 times 1 equals 8 plus 1 is 9. Let me see if I can keep going. 12 times 9. 9 times 2 equals 18. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1 is 8. 108. And that's as high as I can go. Some of you are going to say, well, what about 10? Well, 10 times 12 is 120. It's only the numbers between, can either be 0 groups up to 9 groups. If you get it to 10, because this number is way too big, then you made a mistake over here. Okay, so this is going to be 9. We have 108. Remember, division is repeated subtraction. This is 0. 14 minus 6. 14 minus 8 is 6. I told y'all the answer. My last box, this is my remainder. So how many muffins can we then make? Yep, the answer is 69. So if I have batter left over, is that okay? So I'm going to make a teeny itty bitty bitty muffin, but it's not going to be what I wanted, and that's 12 ounces. So I can only make 69 12-ounce muffins. Okay? Because this is my quotient. Does that make sense? All right, let's look at my multi-step problem. We said that the answer, looking at number 17, we said the answer is going to be D. Okay? The juice bar can sell 3 more cups of passion fruit berry than berry juice. So let's look at the question. A juice bar has 786 ounces of passion fruit juice. All right? Circle, underline, and it's passion fruit juice. And then 810 ounces of berry juice. Passion fruit juice is sold in 16 ounces. Berry juice is sold in 18 ounces. Uh-oh. Which statement is true? Okay, so what do we have here? So let's take a look. I'm going to write out my facts because it's going to be kind of 768 ounces, OZ for my ounces, of fruit. I'm going to just put passion fruit juice, PFJ. And it's sold 16 ounces. Cups. Now, I have 110 ounces of berry juice, BJ. But it's sold in 18 ounces cups. All right, so now let's do our division. I need to find out how many, first of all, how many can I sell out of using a 768, and then how many are sold out of here using the 18-ounce cups here. So I'm going to take the first one. 7, 6, 8. I'm going to go ahead and do the standard algorithm, or some of you know it as long division. This is groups of